Well, hello there, everybody. Hey, it's Linda Anderson here from Linda Lou Creates, and thanks so much for joining me. Today, I wanted to highlight two different set of products that aren't meant to go together, but I put them together, if that makes any sense. So, one is from the holiday catalog, the mini catalog, and the other is Celebration, that you will get free with a $50 purchase. Now, what I have is no light, so let me try and fix that. And second is the bundle from the holiday mini catalog. It is the Splendid Thoughts bundle. Now, this is one that we used for an event with Stampin' Up. It was called Creativity Now, and we had like 4 hours of virtual stamping. It was a lot of fun, and this was the stamp set we used along with ribbon, embellishments, and beautiful designer series paper. Now, I wanted to mix this set with a different paper. So what I am using is here out of the mini catalog that you get free with a $50 purchase, and hint, the Splendid Thought bundles that I just showed you are $50, a little bit more, but it would get you this set for free. And it is called the Rings of Love Designer Series paper. It is meant to coordinate with this bundle, in which it's the Rings of Nature, Ringed with Nature, excuse me, the embossing folder, and the dies. This is beautiful. I've been playing with this one too. A lot of fun there as well. But I decided to combine these two, and these were the cards I came up with. Can I just bring back that Ringed with Nature set, because this is what inspired me then to make this card. I made this card. Can you believe it? A Christmas card with Night of Navy mint macaron using this paper. This paper really, I love this paper. So I used this, the paper, the Celebration paper, this stamp set right here, that flower, those leaves, made this stamp, or made this Christmas card. I always love doing out-of-the-box colors for Christmas. So that inspired me then to create this card. So let me move this one out of the way. And for this one, I really wanted the paper to sing. So let me just show you here. I have my Night of Navy layer is 3 by 3. The designer series paper, I did find the sort of the pattern that I wanted to cut out. I didn't want the whole thing like smack dab in the middle, so that's why I cut that medallion kind of off to the side. I just thought that made it look cooler that way. So this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. My piece here is 2, let me see, yep, 2.5 by 5.5. Okay, going on my top folding white card base. Everyone knows I love my top folding cards. So let me go ahead. Can I show you what the other side of this paper looks like? Isn't that beautiful? But like I said, I wanted to try and combine these stamp sets. Now, this one is a bit of a cheater because all I did was use a sentiment, but still, gotta love this paper. I never knew that I would like Night of Navy and mint macaron so well as this. And this looks like it's been blended. There's some sort of technique here that I'm trying to replicate. And we'll see if I can. But these little splatters, I've seen people do like a watercolor wash on their watercolor paper and then sprinkle salt on it, allow it to dry. The coarser the salt, then you might have to rub it off. Some of the finer salts, then we're able to go without needing to be rubbed off. They kind of dissolved, and that's what gave sort of those little feathery type of designs within that. So very cool. I'm going to work on that. So that's going to be something coming up. So, all right. So there's my 2.5 by 5.5. This is the other side of that paper with the houses. Very cool as well. So let's just put this, remember this one's the 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I will pop it down onto my Night of Navy. And I'm going to add my 500 dimensionals here, so don't be surprised. To just put one in the middle, that would not work for me. So I have to put them kind of all around. So yes, there's a lot, I know. That's how I roll. Now, do I want it this way? That way doesn't look right to me, nor does that. So I like it either bottom right or bottom left. This one I did it bottom right, so this time you got it. I'm going to try a bottom left. So let me do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, pop this down, and let's see, one more. So bottom left it is. And then I have my sentiment. I kind of stepped out of my norm. I usually like to stamp my sentiments on white. I don't know why, that's just sort of my thing. So this time I thought I would mix it up a little bit. So I just have a little strip here. I think it's like a 1/2 inch wide, mint macaron. And I stamped in the Night of Navy ink on that. So all I'm gonna do is just do a little fun little trim. I could have banner cut it or used a punch to get the banner effect on it. Just thought I would do something different. So let me find my mini, which is usually all I ever find. You know what? All I can see right here on my very messy desk is one of the black ones. So I'm going to pop it right here on the end where this is going to hang out over. All right, because this layer is already popped up, I wanted to make sure that I kind of have it going straight across here, and then this portion that overlaps onto that DSP, let me just put a little bit of glue there. So here we go. And I'm going to just make it even with the edge of the card. And now it's embellishment time. So let me find them. They should be around here somewhere. Okay, I see some of them. Here we go. Of course they're underneath something. So I have my pearls, and I really like the little ones. So let me go ahead and put a couple of the little ones down here. And there. That's it. And that one is done. So today is a day to remember. So maybe on the inside right now, I don't have anything in there, but potentially a birthday, anniversary type of card. So, all right, let me move on to card number 2. And here is that one. Now, this one makes use of more of that Splendid Thoughts stamp set. And some of the dies. So let's get going on what some of the pieces are here. I have my top folding petal pink card. And what that means is it's 11 inches by 4 1/4. So I scored it then at 5 1/2. I actually take a full sheet of cardstock, the 8 1/2 by 11. I put it in my scoring tool, score it at 5 1/2. Cut it in half this way on the 4 1/4. That way now I have 2 top folding cards. So I like to do that. That way if I have to, I can just simply pull out one that's already been cut, scored, I'm good to go. All right, so that is that piece. Let me get going here and showing you what some of the other pieces are. This is a piece of that designer series paper, and it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Now, if I wanted to, because some of the paper on that big 12 by 12 sheet, I was cutting it up and I had a lot of the petal pink showing. So I wanted more of the yellow to be in there. So if you have something like that, don't be afraid to get out your blender brush, and you can always add some ink that way. This happens to be crushed curry, so you could certainly, like I said, add the ink then to help bring out some of that yellow then if you wanted. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's always fun to see the other side of the paper, isn't it? All right, so 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So let me go ahead and pop this down. Now, isn't it funny that I'm not always a fan of yellow, but I think it looks really nice with this one. So I just think that's funny that depends on the colors that you have it with, the designs, how well it looks. So I pulled out a piece of soft sea foam cut out with the dies that are somewhere here. I think I must have, oh, here they are. These Splendid Stems dies, that little half circle. And I stamped Sending Hugs. That is in the Tuxedo Memento Black. All right. Here on a piece of petal pink cardstock using Calypso Coral, I stamped this stem, die cut it out. And then this is some of the, one of the new in colors, the Parakeet Party, and it is just the die cut. There's no stamp obviously involved with this fine stem. Okay, so that's the die cutting that I did. Now for the stamping, let me see what I have. I forgot to measure all of these and mark them down. So it is 4 by 1 3/4. All right. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, let me just grab a piece of scrap paper. I have it somewhere. Here we go. Don't mind all the extra inking on here. I am going to grab my crushed curry ink pad and get a little stamping. First the stem, all right? And I'm going to pop it up here, stamp it up here a little bit. Now there is, this is a two-step stamping set. I'm not going to fill it in, and it is not meant to match up exactly. So keep that in mind whenever you get this set. So, and then I could not avoid using this adorable little bee. I think it is just so stinking cute. So let's get him in here as well. So there we go. Let me close up my ink pad because I've been known to drop things in it. So what I did from here was start building my my design. So I set it down here, my 2 stems just right over top, figuring then I would put it, this little semicircle right over top, almost like a vase. So from here, I decided in order to pick those up, I just will put a little bit of glue, and then I can just pick them up. And of course, they don't want to be picked up, right? But here we go. So that is going to be now my little piece that is going to get popped up. So let's go ahead, add this down. So remember, this is 1 3/4 by 4, and this is not this creating a sort of a design or the like a flower arrangement. I really am bad at. So some of these are, this is not in my wheelhouse. So just using a couple little stems, that does it for me. That's it. So, okay, now all I want to do is add some dimensionals. I'm going to put some right here where the stems are on, just to help hold them in place. And you know I can't stop there. All right. And then let me get also on this petal pink stem as well. I'll try to hide it all. And one more. There we go. All right, this is now going to get popped up onto, and I'm okay that it's covering up a lot of my yellow stem here. So that is quite fine. It is just meant to be part of the background. So that's why it is there. But I don't want to cover up that bee because I think he is so adorable. So there we go. All right. And now some pearls. Let me get these back in. And yeah, I'm just going to use some of these small ones. I do like them. Okay, and there we go. The inside is my 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white. I probably should have added a strip of the DSP on that as well. So, all right, let me bring back in the cards that I created tonight and my Christmas card. So here are the 2 from tonight, and the one that kind of got me inspired to share this free paper. Who doesn't love free paper? So take a look at it and see if it doesn't work for you. Like I say, it doesn't have to coordinate. You don't have to get the bundle, the tree rings bundle to go with it. You can use it with any stamp set that you may already have. $50 will get you that paper though for free. So this next 2 months during celebration. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Hey, if you're interested, there is a Christmas card making event that's going to be happening next Saturday. And let me see, what's the date? The 16th, 16th, yes, of July. I am buddying up with my 2 good friends, Lynn and Beth. We are going to be hosting some really fun Christmas cards, techniques, one-sheet wonders, all kinds of fun stuff. I will put a post on my blog, on my Facebook page for you to see. And where you can sign up to join us. It's not too late. So I certainly hope that you will. So anyway, guys, hey, happy 4th of July, and I will see you next week. Bye now.